Namaste, guys. Welcome to the mat and welcome to a brand new flow. If you are new here today, then hello, my name is Bethany and I am the Yogi Witch. In today's 30-minute power yoga practice, we are going to start to wake up that core, find our fire, and also activate the solar plexus chakra. So this chakra is located just underneath the ribs, and it is the chakra associated with energy, with drive, with passion, all those good things, especially those things that we need to get us through a very long January. And in today's practice, we're going to look at activating the chakra to create a really gorgeous energy shield around us to protect us from maybe negative people, negative situations, and all those things that we just don't need in our space. It's going to be really gorgeous. So you're going to get yourselves all set up, grab yourself blocks, grab yourself bolsters, whatever it is that makes your practice feel the most comfortable. And when you're ready, I will meet you back here so we can flow to create our energy shield. Okay, so to begin today's practice, you're going to come into a comfortable seated position, rolling the shoulders away from the ears, bring the hands to the knees, and start to create length through the crown of the head. So bring that belly in very slightly. So really activating our grounding pose by finding length through the crown of the head, taking a deep inhale through the nose, and a slow exhale all the way out. Starting to slow down the breath, most especially if you've come to the mat today a little bit overwhelmed or anxious, just start to slow it down. And imagining that solar plexus chakra just underneath those ribs here, a really gorgeous golden colour. Maybe recognizing today if it's burning brightly already, or maybe recognizing if it's a little bit dim, and that is okay. Like I said, this is the ideal practice for January. January is a long month. It's a cold month. And sometimes it's a month that makes us feel a little bit blue, a little bit down. So we are going to combat that with our energy shield and raise those vibrations. Starting straight away, we inhale to reach those arms up and overhead. And on your exhale, we're going to lean over to the left-hand side, pulling that right arm up and overhead and bend a little bit into that left elbow. So keeping the sit bones root down and start to slowly wake up the core. Inhale, we move through center, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, right hand comes to the mat, bend into the right elbow and pull the left arm up and overhead. One more time, either side. We inhale to reach the arms up and overhead, but this time we're going to use the left hand to grab the right wrist and lean over to the left hand side. Find that core, keep both sit bones rooted to the earth. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move through center, right hand finds left wrist, lean over to the right hand side. Holding for 3, for 2, and for 1. Beautiful. Move into the center from here. We're going to make a Kali Mudra up and overhead, squeezing the ears between the triceps and making very small movements. You're going to start to draw a circle with those Kali Mudra hands. Just a beautiful small circle, moving and taking it in one direction. Before we reverse the circle and take it in the other. Yes. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. We come back into the center, interlock the fingers, take them behind the head. Inhale to find a mini back bend. And then exhale to curve the spine. Bring the elbows to touch. 4 more times. Inhale to open up the heart. Exhale to curve. Inhale, open up. Exhale, curve. 2 more times. Inhale, open. Exhale, curve. Inhale, open. Exhale, curve. Beautiful. Gently bring the body to the center, rolling over the knees or swinging the legs to one side to come into a tabletop position. And from our tabletop, we're just going to straight away drop all the way down onto those forearms. So stacking the elbows just underneath the shoulders. You can tuck the toes under or have them untucked. That's completely up to you. But we're going to work through some modified cat-cow stretches. So on your inhale, you're going to drop the chest, lift the gaze as high as it wants to go. Feel the shoulder blades come together. And then exhale to curve into the spine. Draw the ears between the triceps. Inhale to open up. Exhale to curve. Beautiful. Inhale, open. Exhale, curve, and keep taking this movement with the rhythm of your own breath and not passively coming into it. When you curve that spine, really begin to press into the forearms and create space between the top of the head and the mat. As you inhale to drop the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. 3 more breaths here. Take this movement 1 more time. Before the next time you go to curve to the spine, press into the forearms, ears to the triceps, and we're going to tuck the toes under. Lift the hips all the way off the mat and start to shift your weight forwards, holding dolphin pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees to the mat. Tuck toes under and roll that body all the way up. Interlocking the fingers behind the back. Pop that chest open. We inhale. And we exhale. 1 more breath here. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. Relax the hands into the mat. Coming to tabletop. And we're going to take some really gorgeous slow movements today to find that energy shield. So very much power yoga inspired, but also with a little bit of Pilates fusion. So from here, we're going to untuck the toes, bring the knees to touch, and not just dumping our weight into the chest, find a little rounding into the shoulders. We're going to take some elbow taps here by inhaling to lift that knee off the mat. We're not extending it back, we're just lifting it off the mat a little bit, and then tap the elbow. Send it back, tap the elbow, yeah, send it back, and tap the elbow. So not crazy movement forwards and backwards, really gentle taps, lower, lift, lower, and lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, yes, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it down. Immediately take it to the other side. So lift the right knee off the mat, pointing the toes behind you. Tap the elbow. Send it back and tap, back and tap for 10, 9, 8, 7, beautiful, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it all the way down and take some spinal movements, maybe some gorgeous wrist stretches as you do it by walking the fingers all the way around. But starting to feel that warmth come into the body, into the shoulders. And then when you're ready, we're going to flip the hands back to the mat, tuck the toes under, and meet me in your first downward facing dog. So pedaling out those legs, we bend one knee, we bend another, nodding the head, yes, shaking it, no, anything that feels good to you. Before we walk the feet to the edges of our mat in downward facing dog, shift your weight to the left hand, right hand floats under the body. Closer you come to the ankle, more intense it gets, but take the gaze underneath the armpit. We hold for 3, for 2, and 1. Send the right hand to the mat and switch sides. Left hand floats under the body, gaze under the armpit for 3, for 2, and 1. Left hand comes to the mat. Bring the big toes to touch. When you're ready, we inhale to send the right leg high to the sky. Exhale to draw that knee to the chest and step between the thumbs. Lower that back knee down. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Inhale to sweep those arms up and overhead. On your exhale, interlock the fingers behind the back and start to draw the hands down. So you're coming into almost like a crescent lunge here, really opening up the shoulders. You can stay here, or if you want to intensify, you can bring the hands to prayer. Really pull back on the shoulders and push the heart to the sky. Inhale. Keeping those hands exactly where they are, we exhale to lean the body forward, tuck back toes under to lift up, and then lift that body into high lunge. Keep the hands in prayer, bend deep into that front knee. Holding here for 3, for 2. Beautiful. On your 1, pivot that back foot with the back of the mat. Release those arms into warrior 2, rolling the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale, left hand finds right wrist, and we move into reverse warrior. So keep bending into that front knee, but pull right arm all the way up and overhead. Inhale. Exhale, release those arms back to warrior 2 before we find the prayer hands behind the back or interlock the fingers. Inhale to find a lift. Exhale, bend deep into that front knee and come to humble warrior. Three more breaths, in through the nose and out through the nose for 3, for 2. On your 1, relax left hand to the mat, pivot on the back toes, pull the right arm to the sky, come into your twist. Inhale. On your exhale, plant the right hand down, step all the way back to plank, but instead of taking a vinyasa, we're going to lower all the way down to the forearms. Round into the shoulders, bring the ears between the triceps and tiptoe those toes as close as they want to get. Meet me in dolphin pose. Hold 5. Hold 4. For 3, 2, and 1. Walk the feet out. Move first to plank and then hip bones to the sky. Downward facing dog. Oh my God. Arms are on fire. Core is on fire, but imagine that really beautiful energy shield around the body. We bring the big toes to touch. When you're ready, we inhale to send that left leg nice and high to the sky. On your exhale, draw the knee to the chest. Step between the thumbs. Lower the back knee down, untuck the toes. Anjaneyasana. We inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead, and then 2 options. On your exhale, you can interlock the fingers and pop that chest open to find a little bit of a crescent lunge, or you can explore by bringing the hands into prayer behind the back and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take the gaze high. Inhale. Yes, exhale, lean the body forward, tuck back toes under with as much support as you like. We lift all the way up and then lift that body back into high lunge. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. We hold for 3, for 2, and 1. Pivot that back foot with the back of the mat and roll all the way to warrior 2, sending those shoulders away from the ears. Find length through the fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, right hand finds left wrist. Lean all the way back to a really gorgeous reverse warrior, pulling it up and overhead. Inhale. Exhale, briefly roll through warrior two. Option to interlock the fingers behind the back. Option to find those prayer hands. But we bend deep into that front knee and meet in a humble warrior. Not letting that left shoulder rest on the knee. Push it aside and come a little bit deeper. 3 breaths. In through the nose and out through the nose for 3. For 2. And 1. With control, right hand comes to the mat. Pivot on the back tippy toes and pull that left arm all the way to the sky. Meeting first in a twist as we inhale. Exhale, left hand to the mat. Step back to plank. No vinyasa, we drop those forearms down, round into the shoulders and start to walk the feet closer to us, coming into dolphin pose. Holding our dolphin for 3, for 2, and 1. Step the feet back, move to plank, and come to downward facing dog. Walk the feet to the edges of your mat and immediately find that twist. Left hand to the mat, float right hand under the body, gaze under the armpit. For 3, for 2, and 1. Right hand comes down, shift your weight over, left hand, find right ankle, gaze under the armpit for 3, for 2, and 1. Beautiful. Left hand comes to the mat. We wiggle the big toes to touch. Keep this flow going. Inhale to send that right leg all the way up to the sky. Exhale, draw the knee to the chest, step between the thumbs. When you're ready from here, you can interlock the fingers behind the back or immediately find the prayer hands, bend deep into the front knee and lift the chest here. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale. Exhale, pivot that back foot with the back of the mat, bend deep into the front knee and keep exploring that gorgeous back bend here. Inhale. Exhale, bend deep into the front knee, come in to humble warrior. Playing around, we press off front foot to lift all the way back to flying warrior. Adjust the mulligans, pivot on the back tippy toes, keep the hands in prayer as you step, float, fall into a flying warrior. So bend deep into that front knee, lift the back leg all the way up, hands stay in prayer behind the back or sweep them down by your side. But we hold this pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step back, left leg, relax the hands to frame front foot. Step back, right, come into plank, drop those forearms down, meet me in dolphin. So tiptoe the feet closer, round into the shoulder, head floats off the mat. We hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk the feet back, flip first to plank, and then hip bones to the sky, downward facing dog. Final flow, we have got this. Bring the big toes to touch. Inhale to send that left leg high to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee to the chest, step between the thumbs. Keep that chest low as you find reverse prayer or interlock the fingers behind the back. Inhale to bend deep into that front knee and lift all the way to crescent lunge. Embrace every wobble. Laugh them off. Inhale. Exhale, pivot the back foot with the back of the mat. Come in to that warrior 1 stance. Opening up the shoulders here. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold to humble warrior. Front legs are burning. Hold 3. Hold 2. And 1. We press into that front foot to lift the body all the way up. Pivoting on the back tippy toes, bend deep into that front knee and explore that flying warrior. Yes, keeping those hands in prayer. Oh, flexing that back foot. Oh, this knee is not quite strong enough for this pose yet, must admit. We hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back right leg, hands to the mat. Step back left leg. Final time, final dolphin pose. Drop the forearms down. Start to tiptoe the toes closer to you, round into the shoulders. Now you can stay here in dolphin pose, or maybe lift one leg to the sky. Holding here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower left leg. Send the right up to the sky. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower right foot down. Press off the toes. Come even deeper. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, on your 1, lower the knees down, untuck the toes and send the arms down by your side. Coming briefly into a really gorgeous child's pose, giving that third eye chakra a little roll from left to right. Feeling that heat in your body, imagining a really beautiful golden shield around you. Remembering you hold the power to let things in, and you hold the power to keep things out, whether that be emotions, situations, memories of the past, anything. You hold the power. Inhale. On your exhale, send the hands back to the mat, roll to tabletop, and let's just relax the shoulders a little bit with a few cat-cow stretches. So inhaling to drop the chest gaze forwards. Exhale to curve the spine, push the ceiling away. Keep this movement going. Beautiful. Before we relax the spine to a neutral position, swing those legs all the way forward and coming to sit on the sit bones, i.e. move that deliciousness out of the way, we're going to bend the knees. So a lovely generous bend in the knees as we wrap the arms around the legs. So maybe find the outside of the feet or the outside the ankles, wherever you can rest your head down, your chest against the legs, and just close the eyes for a moment. No tension in the neck. Inhale, lift the gaze to the toes. Exhale, roll the body up. Slide hips to heels. Lower the knees into the mat and hug them lovely and close. Give that body a rock from side to side. Still feeling that warmth, that fire in the core. Maybe taking some wrist rolls. Maybe rolling the head from left to right. Before we allow the knees to fall to the right hand side and let your gaze flow over to the left. Start to slow the breath down. Inhale, those knees move through center. Exhale, shift your twist. Inhale, cover and draw the knees to the chest, and then reach those arms up and overhead, giving yourself a really gorgeous full body stretch here. Taking any movements that feels good. Before we bend the knees, bring the knees to touch and walk the feet to the edges of your mat, just relaxing those hands down to the belly. Honoring our practice with a few final moments of stillness. Making your exhales longer than your inhales. Feeling the belly rise and feeling the belly fall. Feeling that fire just simmer away to a gorgeous warmth radiating through the muscles. And as you relax here in a beautiful balance between peace and power, the yin and the yang. Feeling proud of yourself for coming to the mat today and feeling protected with that beautiful energy shield around you, the one that you created. And as always, if you'd like longer here in your Shavasana, I invite you to stay here, maybe pressing pause, just letting yourself relax for as long as you need. If you're ready to come out now, then maybe begin to find some movement in the fingers, the toes. And bending the knees to the chest, we allow the body to roll to one side of our mat and bring ourselves in to a comfortable seated position, rolling the shoulders away from the ears, and take the hands to prayer at heart center. Closing this practice with one final deep breath in and a slow breath all the way out, bowing low with gratitude and love to the strength of our minds for bringing us to the mat, for the power of our body for conquering the flow, And as always, from me to you, thanking you so much for allowing me to guide you through today's energy shield practice. Thanking you so much, Coven, for joining me on the mat today. I hope you feel so balanced between peace and power, and I hope it really helped you raise your vibrations during this January month. Don't forget, I do upload 3 free flows a week, every week here on my YouTube channel, and I also have a brand new 30 days of yoga journey kickstarting on the 1st of February over on a private area of my YouTube, so you can find out more in the link below. It's called Move and Manifest. Very exciting. But thank you so much for joining me here today, darling, and I look forward to seeing you on the mat again soon. Blessed be.